How's it going, y'all? My name is Luis Santa Maria. Nice to see you all again. Um, Today I'm going to be showing you guys um, my blem space and which you see right now, my lesson plan, my Google site, and just highlight, you know, certain things that we did over our class period, and get into the lesson plan and highlight what I feel like is, my strongest points in the lesson plan as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll start off with the Google site, and right here is the home page, integrating technology. Here I have the Symbaloo, which I want to be a math teacher, so it's the apps right here that they're not showing it right here, but when you click on it and open it up, it'll have a couple of more math friendly applications on it. Here is a taggle that we created in class, and the link to my blem space. Next tab is the group tab, which will have the group presentation and assessment that my group and I created, which I feel like went very well, honestly. I think it's probably one of the most strongest things that we did during our time here in class. The next tab is the lesson plan, and I'll just go right ahead and open this up too as well. And if you couldn't tell, I did my lesson plan on solving quadratic equations. Um, Honestly, the motivation for this lesson is I feel like in high school I struggled with this subject originally, but my teacher that I had at the time, I was junior year algebra 2 here. She was very helpful and very resourceful, and showed us many different types of techniques, and showed us videos and songs and everything. So I kind of, gear my lesson in that way too, with different types of um, ways to solve these quadratic equations. And here, as I said before, is geared, towards 11th grade, algebra 2, general education. And then I made up like the demographics, because wherever I'm going to be teaching, it's I'm not going to know right away. So I have here students vary from low to income families to middle class families, and it's going to be a very diverse setting as well. And if I teach around here, like where I live in Woodbridge, they do the block scheduling, so it's 90 minutes a class. Here's the entry competencies for the students, which again, this is all fictitious, but I mean, and it could be, I could be in a setting like this where students are still placed in this class, but they're not ready for the material yet. Or, most kids are going to have misconceptions about this. So did I when I was when I first entered into the class. So here is the goal and objectives for my lesson, and the main goal is pretty straightforward. For the students to exemplify mastery on solving and understanding quadratic equations. And the objectives I had created were students will be able to factor quadratic equations by calculating grade level equations with 85% accuracy, and students will be able to perform the quadratic formula by applying it to solve quadratic equations with 85% accuracy. Here are the ISTE standards and Common Core state standards that I found. Right here, which I would do to kick off the class. Um, in my prior college, Middlesex County College, we called this the anticipatory set, or just to get like their flow going and to generate their knowledge of what they possibly already know about the subject. And for that, I'm going to use Kahoot. Here's where I get into the actual like lesson and instruction. And again, I'm not going to go through all of this, but it's easily accessible through my Google Sites. So that is the lesson for the most part. I think I did a pretty good job. It's pretty lengthy. If we go back into the Google site, the next tab is the tech grant. So when we open that up, we decided we had a budget of around, I think it was $5,000. So what we did, and I'll just once again you guys can view all this through the Google sites, but we found out for the best thing for our students, our class would be to get 21 Dell laptops at $199.99. So it'd be a total of $4,199.79, along with headphones and the warranty, Dell wireless mouses, and a learning software. The conclusion that we came to was that ELL students will benefit from the text-to-speech software. The wireless mouses will help students with fine motor skill issues use the laptops easily and accurately. The laptops will give all students and teachers access to many applications and softwares that can aid their academics. The headphones will be useful for independent work and independent work, centers, homework, etc. Sorry, guys. So that's the grant. Next tab is the AT SMORE, assistive technology, and if we open this up, actually it's right here, it's embedded in like this, but it's it just goes over certain applications that will accommodate different learners. Very helpful tool. And the last tab is the digital dialogue right here. And the digital dialogues weren't anything too crazy, but I feel like I answered the questions pretty thoroughly. And once again, you guys can take a look at this. I think it was just two. Yep, they're both on here. Yeah, right down here as well. So that's the Google Sites, and that's pretty much it for my BLEM space. Here's where you guys will be critiquing me. Hopefully I did an okay job. Over here is my drive, where Professor Bersini and anyone else I think will be able to access. And here I have the group presentation, my digital dialogues. There's two. They're just, one's on Word, one's here on the docs. My Google Sites, my lesson plan, and the technology grant. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this presentation. I hope I didn't bore you guys enough, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Have a good day.